everyone. Welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium, where QATV presents high school action, high school football here in the city of Quincy, where today the Quincy Presidents will play host to the Canton Bulldogs of the Hockomock League. My name is Jonathan Clary, and I'm being joined by Jim Timmons in the booth. And Jim, the Quincy Presidents last week had a tough loss at a tough Cohasset team, and here today for their home opener, trying to get their first win of the season.
Yeah, you're right about that, John. They really went up against a top-flight program in the Cohasset Skippers, I believe. We've got the Sailors, the Skippers, the Harbormen. As you move around the South Shore there, you move up the ladder of nautical position, and Cohasset is at the top, and their football program certainly is. Coach Bill Reardon and the boys certainly knew that going in to that Cohasset game, so I'm sure it was not as dispiriting as, say, the Jets' loss was last Sunday. But, you know, it's good for the boys to know what the top-shelf football is about, and they certainly saw that last week. Their next 4 games are at home, which is nice for Quincy. They're going to get to settle down. They're going to get to play here at beautiful Veterans Stadium facility, and that should help them out. They're running a bit of a high over at Quincy High School with the new facility opened up. All kinds of excitement on Coddington Street, John, and now they're hoping to get the football program off and running.
All right, as the captains come out into the field for Quincy High School, number 17, Ryan Schultz, number 23, Jordan Cardosa, and number 63, Brian McDonald for the Quincy Presidents. We'll go down to the field for the coin toss.
Number 18, John Vaughn. And number 57, Matt Nichols.
Yeah, you got to see your number. You got to cover your pads. Who's calling? You are? Okay. Heads. Tails. You want me to catch it or drop it on the ground?
I want you to catch it, sir.
Okay. What are you calling? Tails is called. It is a tail. You can kick, receive, defend a goal, or defer to the second half.
You want the ball.
Okay. What end of the field do you want? Okay. Backs to that goal, please. Backs to this goal, White. White wins the toss and receives. Blue defends the clock and kicks this way. Good luck, guys.
All right, so Canton won the toss, and they're going to try to get the ball right off the bat and try to score right off the bat as well. So they're going to take the kick. Quincy will defend the south end zone and kick to the north. Real quick, while we have a moment, we're going to go to the QATV weather report. And it's a great day here in the city of Quincy. Sunny day, a little bit of clouds moving in now over the stadium. 70 degrees and a little windy down there as well, with a south-southwest wind at 14 miles per hour.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day. The weather is going to be a real plus here. And the fact that the bulk of the game will be played in natural light going to help the boys out as well. I don't know if we're going to pause for the national anthem. That should be up next. And then maybe we'll talk a bit about the Canton Bulldogs, John.
All right, well, as you said, we're going to pause for the national anthem by the combined Quincy-North Quincy High School Band.
This afternoon's anthem will be played by the combined Quincy and North Quincy marching bands under the direction of Mr. Rich Keneally.
Nice job with the national anthem by the Quincy North Quincy High School's combined band. And as Jim mentioned, we'll talk real quick about the visiting Bulldogs from Canton High School. They play out of the Hockomock League. And quick thing about the Hockomock League this year, Jim, it had always traditionally been a one league, with no divisions. This year they split into 2 divisions. Attleboro is a new new team into the league this year. So they've split into 2 divisions, a large and a small. Canton is in the Davenport division, which is a small school, which entails Canton, Sharon, Stoughton, Foxborough, and Oliver Ames, who we'll see here later on tonight, taking on against the North Quincy Red Raiders. Canton last year finished with a 3-7 record, 2-6 in the league. Jim Goff is their head coach. They do have some inexperience. They have a fairly young team this year, but they do have a number of lettermen returning and starters from last year. So really the inexperience is on the depth of this team.
Yeah, the big name for Canton is Anthony LaRose. He's the middle linebacker. He's a fullback. So he's a guy we're probably going to talk about a lot tonight. Be very interesting. Quincy's going to kick off. We'll talk about them as the game develops here.
All right, Jalen Green kicks it off for the Presidents, and it's going to be fielded at the 8-yard line, but it's fumbled by Canton, and ball's still loose, but it looks like Quincy has recovered. And they have. Picking it up for Quincy is number 80, Nick Lepore.
What a terrific kick by Jalen Green. He got all of that one. That was high and deep. It came down at about the 10. And the Canton Bulldog deep man, unfortunately, let the ball get in on his body. One of the things they try to teach kids is to use their hands on the ball. Well, that time he let it get in on his body. It hit his shoulder pad and just took off. And great job of getting downfield by Nick Lepore to cover that one. And Quincy, with a big break on the turnover, takes over inside the 20.
All right, Ryan Schultz, captain and the quarterback for the Presidents, hands the ball off to Reggie Caesar. And he's going to get dropped for no gain on the play.
Ron Newsom outside trying to open something up for Caesar. Caesar's a guy we saw a lot of last year. Very talented running back. Only a junior, John. And he's a guy they're going to try to get the ball to, see if they can't get him outside. That time Newsom tried to open something up for him, but the Canton defensive end was able to do a good job of plugging up that play.
So no gain, 2nd down and 10 from the 17-yard line for Quincy. Number 2, Newsom in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to him up the middle. Makes a nice cut into the inside. Stays on his feet. And we'll get up to the 13-yard line. Hard running there by Ron Newsom, the running back for the Presidents.
Absolutely right about that, John. Just a nice little quick hitter. Newsom inside his guard. Went right up the left side, followed his blocks, ground out 4 yards. Brings up a 3rd and about 6 for the Presidents. They're at about the 13, and interestingly, after watching that kickoff, you wonder if Jalen Green would not be able to kick a field goal if necessary. We're looking down on the sidelines. They are getting a tee ready just in case. We'll see.
So 3rd down and a long 5 for the Presidents. Schultz under center, sends a man in motion. He's going to go back to pass. Bootlegs out, and he's going to keep it himself. Runs upfield, and will get knocked out of bounds. They spot him at the 12-yard line. In the end zone for Quincy High was Nick Lepore, the tight end, but they could not find him.
Yeah, you're right. And I think also what happened was Schultz saw an opening there and thought that he was going to be able to get outside, but it closed quickly as he was along the sideline. They are bringing a tee in, and they are going to go for the extra point. It looks like they're going to set up. This will be approximately a
looks like about a 30-yard field goal.
30-yard field goal. Yeah.
Number 83, Tom Pelusi will hold. Number 25, Jalen Green.
All right, so Jalen Green will be doing the kicking, and Coach Bill Reardon saw something he didn't like and calls a timeout.
Yeah, I think the issue was that they did not properly set up, and there was about to be a penalty for too much time. Reardon knows the capacity of his kicker, and actually they're taking a boy off. I don't know if they broke the huddle with too many men.
I said they might have gotten away with one there. Not too sure.
Yeah. I think you're correct there. This could be an opening game for our officiating crew as well. Well, in any event, Green is back.
Good snap, good hold, and it's going to get blocked by Canton. And it's jumped on by the holder for Quincy, Tom Paluzzi. So unfortunately, no good there. The Canton line did a nice job breaking through to block that kick.
Yeah, good penetration in the middle. Canton's got a young man out there, Brandon Sparks, 6'3", 275, a junior. And Brandon got in there and made the play. He had great penetration, got his arms up, blocked the kick. So the President's unable to capitalize on the turnover. Bulldogs will have their first possession starting at the 28.
So first down and 10 for Canton. Handoff goes up the middle in the I formation to number 3, Anthony LaRose, one of the captains for the Bulldogs, and he's going to get a 2-yard gain up to the 30.
Yeah, nice penetration on that by Dan Breen, who's a linebacker. Dan appears somewhat diminutive there, but with the quickness he showed on that play, did a great job of penetrating, got in, made a super tackle. Dan may not have the size that you typically see in a linebacker, but he's very quick, very active, and we expect to see a lot of action like that from Dan Breen in the middle today.
Second down and 8 now for Canton. Get an I formation. They pitch it to the left this time to number 18, John Vaughn. And nice job by the Quincy pursuit to get him down and tackle him. And it looks like it's going to be no gain for the Canton Bulldogs.
Yeah, good job by the Presidents. The defense looking good these first few snaps. They have nice quickness, John. And they were able to get outside there. Canton tried him inside. Now they tried him outside. And Quincy up to the task, as you said. Going to be a 3rd down and 8 for the Presidents, looking to hold the Bulldogs on Canton's first possession.
Josh Galindo on the tackle over there for the Presidents, among others. Back to passes Canton over the middle, and they make it complete at the 40-yard line to number 5, Ryan Conrad. And he gets hit there and brought down, but they'll move the chains for Canton.
Yeah, nice job. Conrad's a senior. He's another guy who Coach Goff is relying on this season. They faked the ball to Conrad in the middle, and he just kept going, and he released it. As soon as he got behind the linebacker, they hit him over the middle. He picks up a 1st down, so Canton on the move at the 43.
Joshua Matt, the quarterback for Canton, pitches it over to the right side, and the running back's going to get tripped up. Actually, just slips, it looks like, on the turf. And will be no gain on the carry was John Vaughn.
Yeah, I think what happened there was Vaughn stepped on the foot of his blocker, lost his balance. But the Presidents were out there. They had strung that out pretty well. One nice thing, at some point, if we can get Grace to pan a little bit, Grace Busher, our camera person extraordinaire, you got a nice group of Quincy Presidents along the sidelines. There you see them at the bottom of the camera, bottom of the picture, I should say. A lot of Presidents came out for football this year. A lot of excitement in the program, John.
Back to passes, Matt looking downfield, and it is almost picked off there by Quincy High School. Great coverage by Jordan Cardosa. He got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, Cardosa, the safety, Cardosa rather, saw it the whole way. Came in, I think he was originally thinking interception, John, but then he
might be a little too high.
Slapped it aside. Yeah, I think the ball soared a little bit too. This is a swirling wind inside the stadium, and that could be a bit of a factor here early on as the boys make the adjustments to it.
The flag in the end zone here at Veterans Memorial Stadium is certainly been breezy, as you can see on your screen right there. And the trees are moving pretty good as well. So it is breezy here. Storm is expected later on tonight. Hopefully the rain will hold out for the second game. Now, there's a lot of movement down the field by the Presidents trying to get into position. And they're actually going to call no, Canton calls a timeout.
Yeah, they charged Quincy. You're right. The President's coaching staff had a couple of problems there that they were noting, and they were trying to get the boys to adjust, and they weren't adjusting. So, good timeout. You're never shy about using timeouts in the first half. They're less precious. You like to accumulate them in the second in case you need them at the end of the game, but Bill Reardon and the coaching staff, they don't want to see any big plays here. Doing a good job of trying to keep control of the tempo early on, John.
I think one of the things that concerned the President's squad there was a receiver line up in the slot for Canton, and he had no defender on him, and they had to send a linebacker out to get him. That was Junior Meade they sent over there, but I don't think they felt comfortable with having him on the slot receiver. All right, 3rd down and 10. They hand the ball off to Vaughn, and he's going to have to hustle to try to get out of bounds, and he does. And it's going to get a gain of about 3, we call it 4 on the play. He ran all the way back to about the 35-yard line to get a gain of 3 on that play.
So it looks like the Presidents are going to hold here. That brings up 4th down. Canton at its own 47, facing a 4th and 6. Will punt. They're bringing on the punting crew now. And heading back for the Presidents, we're going to see, it looks like, is it Jaquan Harris and Jalen Green. Is that correct, John?
Yeah, Jaquan Harris and Jalen Green, yep.
Jaquan Harris, only a sophomore. An exciting player. We saw a little glimpse of him last year, if you recall, toward the end of the season.
Kind of a lazy snap,
and
it's
it's
blocked by Quincy. And jumping on is number 22, Danilo Lopez. So nice job, Lopes, who gets on that. So nice job there by Lopes to cover the ball, and nice job by Presidents to block the kick.
Yeah, I don't know if we have our replay team on. We do have our replay crew here. You're going to see number 36 of the Presidents. Hang on a sec. Yeah, it's 36. Derek Stone in on the play. They have 2. They have Kevin Nguyen and Derek Stone. I'm not sure who that was who blocked the punt, but a great job by the Presidents. Another turnover here early. See if they can't capitalize this time.
Caesar on the carry, and he's going to go all the way, Jim. It looks like they're 15, 10-5, touchdown Presidents. On the first play from scrimmage, a 42-yard touchdown run by Reggie Caesar.
Oh, great job by Caesar. Once he got outside, you could see he smelled the end zone, and Reggie shifted into 5th gear and was gone. We can go quickly to the replay here as they set up for the point after, and watch Caesar. There's the opening, and there's the great acceleration. Caesar up the sideline into the end zone, and the Presidents strike first here, take a 6-0 lead.
Reggie Caesar is an exciting player for the Presidents. As you mentioned, Jim, Caesar is only a junior, so Presidents will have another year of him too, but they're certainly excited to see what he can do this year for Quincy High School. And he gets on the board here for the Quincy High, and point is up and good for Quincy High School. So they'll come back down the field with a score of 7-0 with 6:06 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice snap, nice placement, well executed point after. And Caesar, how many yards was that run, John?
42.
42-yard run. Great job by Reggie Caesar. Just exploding. It was very important for the Presidents to capitalize on that turnover. They want to send a message early on in the first quarter here of the game, John, and they've done that. And let's see here. It was the opening kickoff that was the first turnover for Canton. So interesting. The deep man for the Bulldogs, number 29. And let's see, that's Elias Camacho, only a sophomore. So he is back, as is number 8, Ryan Dwyer. So they're the 2 deep men. Let's see how they react here. And kicking again for the Presidents will be Jalen Green.
All right, short kick this time. It's going to be fielded by the up man at the 30-yard line. He does a nice job to evade 2 tackles, and he's going to get up to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will start this drive.
Yeah, a little conservative kick by the Presidents. They don't want any errors, any mistakes. Good call there. And Ian Flavin, as you said, the up man, a backup quarterback for Canton. He took the ball out to the 35, so Canton's going to start with decent field position, their own 35 for their second drive of the game.
First down and 10 now for Canton, led by quarterback Joshua Matt. And there should be flag on this play, and there is. There was lots of movement in the backfield for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, there were a few flags there, and this will bring them back 5 yards.
illegal procedure, offense, remains first down.
So it'll be 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 1st and 15 now for Canton.
Off in the distance over at Varsity Field, we've got a soccer game going on as well, so a lot of activity in the city. It's amazing the transition after Labor Day, John.
Passes up in the air. It's picked off by Quincy. Jaquan Harris has it at the 20-yard line. He has some space for the end zone, and touchdown, Quincy!
Oh, great job by Harris!
Wow, Jaquan Harris. Let's call it a 40-yard touchdown return. I think that's where he caught it at the 40-yard line. But either way, it's a pick 6 for Quincy.
Yeah, that was super stuff. He made a great reception on the interception, then right down the sideline, and he was not going to be denied the end zone. Let's watch the replay here. You're going to see Harris drop back. Look at the top right of your screen. That's where the interception occurs. Very athletic play by Harris. Steps in, read it beautifully. Now down the sidelines he goes. He gets a block there, but he was not going to be denied. Watch him here as he gets tripped up, but he could smell the end zone. And back to live coverage. The point after is good. Quincy's got a nice little kicker there, Jalen Green, John, and the Presidents with a great start to their first home game, leading the Bulldogs 14-0.
So a 39-yard touchdown return for Jaquan Harris. And as you said, Quincy on the board, 14-0. Nice job by the Presidents to come out there strong on defense. And they've really shaken up the Canton Bulldogs and their quarterback, Joshua Matt, here on the past 2 drives that they've had. A lot of action here in this game. We had a fumble on the opening kickoff, a blocked field goal, a blocked punt, and an interception for a return touchdown. So a lot happening here in the first 6 minutes of this game.
Yeah, 3 Canton turnovers resulting in 2 Quincy touchdowns, John. So it's very important that the Presidents make Canton pay for their mistakes, while they make any team pay for their mistakes, and they're doing it here today. Great job. Green is going to kick off.
All right, they're going to kick it deep this time. It's going to be fielded at the 12-yard line by Canton. Crosses the 20, and still on his feet to 25, over to the 30, 35, and finally knocked out of bounds. Big hit there. Number 29 on the carry. That's Elias Camacho. And it's from extra flags, or flags, thrown on the play. Looks like we might have a late hit or unsportsmanlike conduct out of bounds.
Yeah, well, there was taunting by one Quincy player, and then another player came in and kind of did a little chest bump there, and just unnecessary. The enthusiasm.
Dead ball foul. Personal foul. Blue, number 24, late hit out of bounds. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Not your prototypical late hit, actually, John. That was more a celebratory blast, as you'll see here. You're going to watch the Canton deep back. He's going to take it and turn it up the outside, coming to the bottom of your screen. Now he gets driven out hard here, and a nice clean hit. And now when he pops up, there's the hit there, right there, by number 24, Caesar. Apparently something was said. Back to live action.
A handoff goes to number 5, Ryan Conrad. And this drive's going to start at the 48-yard line of Quincy High School after the 15-yard penalty. And they're going to get a gain of 4 on that play.
I like the call by Goff and the Canton coaching staff. It looks like to try to settle things down, they might go to their running game a bit, John, which isn't a bad decision. We have not called LaRose's name at all. He's a captain, and we haven't seen him in the backfield, even though he's identified as a fullback that they would have been going to a lot here. We haven't seen him line up in the backfield either. I don't know if he got injured last week or not.
Second down in, 6 for Canton. Handoff goes to Vaughn over to the left side, but he is met immediately there by Quincy High School. Over there was Jordan Cardosa, and also number 52 for the Presidents, Dennis Nguyen.
Yeah, on that particular play, that was less the effort of the Presidents, which was solid, but more just a breakdown. There were no blockers out there. There was nothing set up as the running back got outside. all he saw was blue shirts, and they did a good job of boxing him in, making the tackle. Going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for Canton.
Yeah, 3-yard loss on that play. And Ryan Conrad's going to take the snap now for Canton, and he's going to run it himself. Gets across the 45, up to the 40, and he's popped there by Quincy. Looked like making a hit was number 2, Ron Newsom. And they're going to be 2 yards shy of the first down.
That was a great hit by Newsom. He really planted the quarterback there. Newsom is only 5'9", but he's a very solid 185. And when he hits you, you know it. And he did a terrific job of making a solid stick. Canton's going to go for it here, which is not a bad decision given the position on the field, John. They're inside Quincy territory at the 40. They're a little bit on the ropes here. They've let the game get away from them a bit. And I'm sure that Coach Goff has a lot of confidence in this offense. Oh, nice call.
All right, quarterback trying to keep it himself. And that was Conrad on the carry. Excuse me, that was Joshua Matt, the quarterback, on the carry, and he'll get the first down.
Canton enjoys a little size advantage right in the middle of the field there, and they're trying to take advantage of that. That's 2 designed quarterback keeps, consecutive quarterback keepers there. So they're looking to take advantage of a size advantage they have over on the right side.
Ball at the 37-yard line. Matt rolls out to his right looking to pass. He fires, and it is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 7, Logan Cerruti.
Great coverage by Jalen Green, who was there. That play might have resulted in a completion. Cerruti got his arms under the ball, but a nice job by Green of staying with the play and making the hit just as the ball arrived to make certain that the play went incomplete. So President's showing some nice signs here, John. They're definitely, the defense is quick, and they swarm to the ball well. They've got a little bit of a size issue in the middle there. They don't have a lot of big guys, and look for Canton to try to work on that as their advantage.
2nd and 10, man in motion, and they're going to pitch it to John Vaughn over to the left side, and he avoids 1 tackle and will get knocked out of bounds. Let's see, at the 31-yard line. So we'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 now for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Canton continues to try to go outside against the Presidents, and the Presidents continue to do the job. As I said, they're doing a great job with their pursuit, John. They've been able to get out there and head off trouble. It's going to be a 4th and 4 here. I beg your pardon, 3rd and 4 here. But I think we're in 4-down territory if they went for it last time.
Right.
So.
All right, number 5, Ryan Conrad comes in again, this time under center, kind of a wildcat formation. And Quincy will call a timeout.
Well, an excellent job by the President coaching staff. Again, they're really keeping a careful eye on all that's going on out there, and they're not being shy about intervening if they see any issues. You indicated, John, they had 3 receivers to the right with stacked slots. So they had something going on over on the right side of the field here, and the President defense had not reacted to that well. So they get a quick timeout, and they're trying to make the adjustments.
Last time the Bulldogs were in that formation, Conrad was under center. He was in the shotgun, and it was a quarterback draw. He took a couple steps back and found a hole, and he ran through to pick up a good gain. And that helped the Bulldogs pick up the first down. So Quincy High calls a timeout to make sure that won't happen again. It's 2:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Presidents on top of the Bulldogs by a score of 14-0. It is 3rd down and 4 now for Canton, and ball is spotted at the 31-yard line of Quincy High School.
A slow-moving first quarter, John, with the turnovers, the changes of possession with the resulting scores, and we're just under 3 minutes to go here.
All right, same formation for the Bulldogs. Conrad out in center. And he's going to hand it off.
Nice delayed draw call there.
Anthony LaRose on the carry. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. He's right at the first down marker.
A very conservative spot on that one. Looks like they have to bring out the flags.
Yeah, they will take a measurement here. As you said, it looked like a little conservative there. Looked like he might have had the first down.
Yeah, one official. Well, when he fell and landed, we saw him at about the 26-yard line. You and I both saw that as a first down, but when they placed the ball, it's closer to the 28, actually. Very interesting.
Yeah, they do need to get to the 27-yard line for the first down. And it looks like they may just be shy here, Jim. And they are. They're going to be about a half a yard shy of the first down. So I'll bring up 4th down and half a yard to go.
Well, in the middle, one of the big guys the Presidents do have is Jalik Leary. Jalik is a 6-foot junior who's on the program as a 300-pounder. Now, I don't see him as that big out here. I hope that's coaching embellishment, but he's right over the ball. He's the nose tackle, and he's going to look to try to blow this thing up here on Canton.
All right, starting quarterback, Joshua Matt is under center. Anthony LaRose is behind him. He's going to keep it himself, Matt the quarterback. And he should have enough for the first down, and it looks like he does.
Yes, the call's been made. So Canton on the move here. They're moving the ball on the ground, John, with, I don't know, begrudging effectiveness here. There's been nothing spectacular. It's like a 3-yard gain, 2-yard loss, 5-yard gain. They made not what I would call a gutsy call on a 4th down when they were at the 40, but a good call by Goff. He doesn't want to let this game get away on the boys. And the way that Quincy has scored with the 2 plays off turnovers, I'm sure Goff worried about Canton becoming dispirited. So the Bulldogs trying to slow things down and grind it out here.
John Vaughn on the carry over to the left side, across the 10, 5, and will just get tripped up by Quincy High School. He had an open space, and the safety for the Presidents came over to trip him up and bring him down before Vaughn went into the end zone. But it'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs inside the 5.
Yeah, now there you go. There's the first little explosion by Canton. They picked up, what was that, like a
There's about a
13-yard gain?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, nice run. Went over left tackle, broke a few tackles. And now Canton 1st and goal from the 4.
High formation behind the quarterback. And flag is thrown by the back judge.
I think Quincy's got too many men on the field. See an awful lot of blue shirts out there.
Yeah, they have 12 men on the field.
12 men on the field before the snap. Half the distance to the goal.
So half a distance to the goal penalty against Quincy. So I'll move the ball up to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big change there. 1st and goal from the 2.
Yeah, 4 chances, as you said, from the 2-yard line now. Handed off to LaRose. And the second chance gets him into the end zone.
Nice second effort there. You're right, John. Kept
Yeah,
driving his legs. He got stood up a bit there, a little stacked up just at the goal line, and he thrust it over backwards into the end zone. And so Canton gets on the board with a nice drive at the end of the first quarter, one they really needed. It's now a 14-6 ball game, and Canton will attempt an extra point.
Connor McLaughlin will do the kicking for the Bulldogs. And the quarterback, Josh Matt, will hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good.
Boy, I'll tell you, there's a kid coming off the field for Canton that they put in the middle of the line there, number 76, who is just there he is, the biggest guy on the field today. I don't know how Grace was able to pick him out, but she did. Nice job by Grace Busher. Big number 76 of Canton is Chris Walker, aptly named Chris Walker, only a junior, 6'4", 350, and that I do believe. I think Quincy might be embellishing just a little bit on the 300-pound roster report on big Jalik Leary. But I believe everything they're saying about Chris Walker from Canton. He is one big house there, and they put him in the middle, and he can clog things up.
So a 9-play, 5-minute drive for the Canton Bulldogs, and they go 48 yards, and they punch it in on a 2-yard run, by Anthony LaRose. So 14-7 is our score with 53 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
This will be Quincy's first opportunity now to field a kickoff. Back for the Presidents, they're going to have Jaquan Harris, and I believe it's Kevin Nguyen. Got two 36s, but I believe that's Kevin Nguyen.
We'll see if we can find out. As you said, it's 236 on our roster. We'll see if we can find out who that is. Fielded by Quincy at the 22-yard line, up to 35, and that's where he is going to get stopped. And the PA announcer here at the stadium, Jeff Hennessy, is announcing Derek Stone. So we'll go with Derek Stone on the return.
Yeah, Jeff Hennessy, a guy who knows at least half of the kids in Quincy personally, if not 2/3 of them. Jeff is one of the people in this city that I consider, the way you look at Blacks Creek, Adams Field, and now Veterans Stadium, natural resources. Well, Jeff's one of the great human resources in the city. He runs Quincy Track Club, and he's the PA announcer here. So we're going to go with Derek Stone for the rest of the game here.
All right, Schultz hands the ball off to Caesar over to the right side. And he was trying to get outside but could not. Cut back up in and will cross the 40 and gets brought down at the 41-yard line. So nice run on first down there by Reggie Caesar, 6-yard gain.
Yeah, as you said, a nice 6-yard gain. The clock's going to tick down. Caesar's at 48 yards in the first quarter due to his 42-yard explosion. He's had two nice runs and putting together a nice game so far. I think Ryan Schultz has done a nice job too, John. Both high schools, North and Quincy, had excellent quarterbacks for several years. And Schultz, seeing his first action, doing a nice job on the center for the Presidents.
All right, Presidents just get this play off, hand it off to Jalen Green, and he's trying to get outside. He does cross the 45 over the 50, and he gets knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds actually at the 49-yard line. So move the chains for Quincy High School, and that will be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one quarter play, Quincy 14, Canton 7.
Nice run by Green, a pickup of about 8 there. Quincy showing some, effective tools here. They don't have a lot of size on this football team, but they do have quickness. The boys swamp to the ball defensively, and they've been executing well offensively so far, John. So a good start for the Presidents to today's game against the Bulldogs, and I'm sure they've shaken the memory of last week's game at Cohasset.
This is first game of a doubleheader here at the stadium. Quincy taking on the Bulldogs here with a 4 p.m. start. And then a scheduled 7 p.m. start with North Quincy taking on the Oliver Ames Tigers from Easton, Massachusetts. So good doubleheader here at the stadium. And there's certainly plenty of high school football action the remainder of the year as well. As you mentioned, Jim, at the top of the telecast, Quincy High School, this is the first of 4 home games in a row. Next Friday, the 24th of September, they're going to host Plymouth South. On October 1st, they're hosting Randolph. And October 8th, a big game here at the stadium, hosting Duxbury. So a couple of games, 4 games in a row here for Quincy High School to start the year at home. All right, first down and 10 for the Presidents at their own 49-yard line. Schultz in the shotgun, hands off to Caesar, and he avoids one tackle, gets across the 50, and great job by Caesar to turn a negative into a positive of 4 yards.
Yeah, Reggie did all of that on his own. Little bit of arm tackling by the Bulldogs. If you watch the replay, you're going to see Caesar get hit almost immediately. It is an arm tackle, however, and he shakes it off pretty well. Here's another one that he evades, and he does an excellent job of advancing the ball as he went down there. A nice 5-yard gain by Caesar. puts them over the 50-yard total for the first half. And we've still got over 10 minutes to play. So
Daquan Pendarvis was the man who came in and attempted the arm tackle, and Caesar spun away from it. And again, a 4-yard gain for Caesar. 2nd down and 6. Schultz again in the shotgun, and he's going to fire, and it is complete to Jaquan Harris. And another first down for Quincy High School. He gets all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Nicely designed play. Coach Goff from Canton a little upset because he thought that Quincy did not have enough men on the line there when the snap occurred, but that was a well-designed play. It created a lot of confusion for the Canton defensive backs. And emerging from the backfield was Jaquan Harris, wide open. And he took the ball, turned it up the field for a nice gain. Presidents at the 36 of Canton on the march here. Best way to respond to a touchdown right here, John.
Yeah, go in for a long drive and punch it in as well. Ball is spotted on the 36-yard line of the Bulldogs. Ron Newsom, the old man in the backfield. Harris goes in motion, and he's going to cut up inside and get up to the 35-yard line, so a gain of 1.
Quincy using the little wing back there and trying to create some action, testing the outside of Canton. They've had some success with it. That time they did not, but again, trying to work that quickness that we talked about.
Under 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Quincy 14, Canton 7. 2nd down and 9 from the 36-yard line as quarterback Ryan Schultz comes in with the play for Quincy High School. Schultz, one of the senior captains of this squad. Also Jordan Cardosa and Brian McDonald round out the tri-captains for Quincy High School this year. 3 receivers in the right slot of Schultz. 2 to the left. He's looking to pass, looking downfield for a man, and it is incomplete. Was looking for Caesar, and getting a hand on it for Canton High School was number 29, Elias Camacho. Just got a fingertip on it, looked like.
Yeah, Camacho got his hand on the ball. Did a nice job. He's essentially playing the free safety spot, only a sophomore, but a 6-footer.
There's actually a flag down in the field, Jim, that we didn't see behind the play.
Looks like Canton's going to take the penalty.
Go down to the field for the call.
Holding, number 63, Blue, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So a 10-yard holding penalty against Quincy High School, and that's going to push them all the way back down to the 46-yard line.
Starting to really cloud up here, John. As you mentioned, we're hopeful. The second game is North Quincy High, and we're hopeful we'll get the game in before rains arrive. But conditions for this game should be fine.
2nd down, 19, trying to set up the screen, and they do. Complete to number 80, Nick Lepore. And he's going to get a gain of, let's call it 4 yards on the play when they finally spot the ball.
Well, it was an interesting play, set up very well, executed nicely. I thought that Schultz did a great job of trying to sell what he was doing, but a Canton linebacker was watching Lepore closely. Nick Lepore just kind of faded out into the flat, and the linebacker was watching him the whole way, and he's the guy who blew up the play on the Presidents. Well-designed play, but nice job.
3rd down and 16 now for Quincy. They need to get to the Canton High School 26-yard line to pick up a first down. Schultz is in the shotgun. Back to pass, looking downfield, has a man, and it's complete to Lepore, and he gets a big hit, but he holds on to it at the 20-yard line. And first down, Presidents. Big pick up there. A 23-yard pass.
If you watch the replay here, Ryan Schultz, when he delivers the ball, doesn't look real pretty. The ball's a bit of a floater, but that's 2 in a row now where he's put it right on the hands of the receiver. He is not one to go with a tight spiral approach. However, he does get the ball right there, John, and right on target. Very effective. Lepore took quite a shot in the back, but he's staying in there. He's a tough kid. Nice job by Nick Lepore, only a junior. and the Presidents with a big first down play.
All right, Schultz comes into the shotgun. As you said, Laporte took a big shot in the back, but he held on to it and picks up the first down. And this play is going to be whistled dead. And timeout called by Canton, actually, looks like.
The coaches looking to keep this game tight early on. You can tell. Are you aware of Canton's result last week? I know they played last week.
Canton lost.
Weston.
They lost to Weston 35-7 at Weston.
Wow. How do you lose to Weston in football? I could see maybe getting blown out in a debating tournament or losing to the chess team, but I'm a little surprised you'd lose to Weston High in football, frankly. So that might be a positive harbinger for the Presidents. But, okay, so they took one on the chin, too. Both coaches really, managing this game tightly. They both want to get this game today, you can tell by the way they're coaching. A lot of timeouts in the first half and very active along the sidelines, both guys.
Remains first down and 10 from the 20. Caesar goes in motion, and Schultz is going to keep it himself. Nice fake there by the Presidents. Bulldogs bit on the fake to Caesar, and Schultz is going to go up, and he does a nice job to slide down as well to avoid the hit. And he's going to get brought down, or ball spotted, at the 17.
Yeah, Keenan Daniels is the center for the Presidents, and he's done a nice job for most of the first half, but his last two snaps have not been terribly effective. That snap there fouled up the timing of that play, and a great decision by Schultz, who reacted, and I think that was unlike the Canton quarterback sneaks, or keepers really, they weren't sneaky keepers, but unlike the quarterback keepers by Canton, that last one was clearly not a designed play. It was a good reaction by Ryan Schultz.
Second down and 7 now for Quincy. Ball at the 17-yard line. And flag thrown on this play. It looks like it's going to be a false start or illegal motion on Quincy.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 71, blue.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty against Quincy, pushing back to the 22-yard line.
Well, one thing we will say is that this Quincy possession has been a long one, and that's not a bad thing. They've kept the Canton defense out on the field, kept the ball away from the Canton offense there. They were sitting on a 14-7 lead, but they're trying to get some more points here. It'd be nice if they could do so in this first half.
Second down and 12 now after the penalty for Quincy. Schultz goes under center. Caesar in motion. They fake the handoff. Has a man open downfield. Passes it to him. And touchdown, Quincy.
Great job.
Jalen Green on the touchdown reception. And a great job there by Ryan Schultz to find him. And Quincy comes up with a big touchdown, a 22-yard touchdown pass to Green.
Beautifully designed play. If you watch the replay here, you're going to see Schultz, and he heard me taking shots at his passing style. Watch how tightly spiraled this one is, right into the hands of a wide-open receiver. Nice job of showing poise by Jalen Green, taking it into the end zone. Very effective drive by the Presidents. They took a lot of time off the clock, and they stretched their lead to 20-7.
Kick is up, and it is good. So Quincy High School takes a 14-point lead here, 21-7, with exactly 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, as we said earlier, best way to react to a touchdown by the other side is exactly how the Presidents did here. I don't know if we can get a shot of the cheerleaders for Quincy High. They've got a great squad there working hard. And again, the numbers game at Quincy is different this year. There you see the cheerleaders for Quincy High. They've got about 20-plus girls down there together with 2 young cuties who are cheerleaders of the future, working hard nonetheless. Here's a great shot. She looks a little like Coach Reardon. I have my suspicions about where she came from. But great job by the President cheerleaders. A lot of kids came down after school today to watch this game. There's a good turnout in the stands. And it's all positive stuff for the Presidents. Down on the sideline, down by the south end zone on the 20, Principal Frank Santoro is having a great time getting used to his new building. Here's the kick by the Presidents.
And fumble by Canton. And ball's still loose. And it got kicked around about 5 or 6 times, Jim. Referees jumping on it to see if they can clear out the pile and see who has it. Several times each team had the ball, but they just couldn't hold on to it. And Quincy picks up the fumble. Nice job by the Presidents.
Wow, big turnover there. Little unexpected. You'd think by this point of the game the kids would be a little more focused. Watch the replay here. Again, another solid kick by Jalen Green. Actually, this is the touchdown. As Bill Early, I know Bill Early was on his way. I'm wondering if perhaps he might have arrived here. We now have a replay of Blacks Creek floating in a southwest manner. So, in any event, it's President's ball. That's the good news. And we can talk about Bill Early for the next several hours, I'm sure.
Our ball is spotted at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for Quincy. Schultz is in the shotgun. He's going to send Caesar in motion. Schultz is going to keep himself over to the left side. And nice job there by number 17 for Canton High School to come up from his cornerback position. That's Tim Cruz on the tackle.
Yeah, Cruz did a terrific job of just staying home. He read the play beautifully, and he stuffed Ryan Schultz. It was a well-designed play. Schultz faked out all the linebacking crew for the Bulldogs. I got to tell you, I have a new favorite opposition player, and it is that young man out in the middle of the field for Canton. 350-pound Christopher Walker. He's out there patting everybody's back. He seems to have a nice way about him, but he is just one big house of a young man. He's over on the right side of the Canton defense.
No gain on that last play for Quincy. Schultz back to pass again. Steps up in the pocket. Great job.
Oh,
and another touchdown.
That pass by Schultz. Wow.
He finds Derek Stone in the end zone. Most impressive part of that, Jim, was Schultz stepping up in the pocket to buy himself more time, and then he threw a bullet for a touchdown.
I'll tell you, after talking about not giving him much credit for style points, he looked like Tom Brady there. You're right. On the replay, watch Schultz step up on the pressure, right into the pocket, slides up, and unloads a bullet right on the number, right between the 3 and the 6. Great job by Schultz, who's just having a terrific outing here, leading the Presidents to their 4th touchdown, and they stretch their lead out to 28-7 here. Great first half for the Quincy Presidents.
So I said 28-7, and that was quite an impressive pass there by quarterback captain for Quincy High School, Ryan Schultz. Fired a bullet into the end zone to find Derek Stone, a 14-yard touchdown pass, and Quincy increases their lead again, 28-7.
Yeah, last year, Quincy graduated quarterback Lance Peterson, who played for 3 years in the quarterback spot. Schultz bided his time and has really just stepped up. He's showing terrific leadership. He's been very nifty in the pocket on the running plays. They've been a predominantly running offense here. But when called upon to pass, Schultz has really done the job for the Presidents. So great job by the offense. Special teams has been the story, though, and they're out there on the field right now. The guy who's really been the leader, Jalen Green, kicking off for the Presidents. And let's see how Canton does here. They have 4 first-half turnovers so far, and the Presidents have capitalized on 3 of those opportunities, John.
All right, so here we go. Another kickoff for Quincy. Nice kick there.
Better cover it.
Canton's going to let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
It quite looked like it was going to make the end zone. But a nice job. I'll tell you, the kicking game for the Presidents, very solid. They had great coverage down there as well.
Nice ball was spotted at the 20-yard line after the touchback. Again, nice kicking job by Jalen Green. Our handoff over to the left side for Canton, and great job by the Quincy defense. 5 players over there, and the first man over there for Quincy was number 80, Nick Lepore.
Yeah, joined by Tim Paluzzi, joined by Junior Meade, Josh Galindo. They all got in there, and they blasted the Canton running back. Got a little movement in the Canton line. So, Canton continuing to misfire. I think now I understand how you can lose to Weston. Normally, you're threatened if you're out at Weston and you have the swimming team, as I said. But the Canton Bulldogs really having a bit of a balky start here. And to their credit, the Presidents really taking full advantage. This is a great game for the Presidents to kind of rebound from that Cohasset loss, John. They're getting to do some things out here, and they're doing them very well, executing, and looking, like they're getting their confidence back. Clock running. We're under 2:50 here in the first half.
2nd and 15 in the shotgun for Canton. Fires a pass over middle, and it's picked off by Quincy. Jaquan Harris, and another pick six for Quincy High School. Jaquan Harris, his 2nd interception return for a touchdown here today. And that was a gimme, Jim. He was just playing center field there, and he picked it off and ran it in.
Yeah, I was going to say that I think Jaquan would have to admit that that one was gift wrap. But he did an excellent job of taking it in and then just firing down that sideline. All he saw was green in front of him, and he made sure he got it in. And the Presidents with an impressive 34-7 lead, and they're looking to kick the extra point here. Should be 5 extra points for Jalen Green if he can convert. And he does.
So Green converts it, and our score now is 35-7. The Presidents dominating here in the first half.
Yeah, a very dispirited Canton squad at the top of your screen there, heading to the sideline. It's tough with the way things have occurred, the mistakes, the fact that Quincy's capitalized on those mistakes. It's hard for these Canton boys because I think they can sense with 2 minutes to still to go in this first half. I think the Bulldogs can sense that this ball game's over. So we'll see what they're made of and whether they keep competing here. Meanwhile, the Presidents, this opens up a host of options for Coach Reardon, John. Boys are going to be able to work on some things here, and you'll like to see this in an early season game. The other issue is you can rest some players as well.
Well, you said there's still plenty of time left here. Not alone in the game, but even here in the first half, 2:36 left to go. And this kick by Harris is going to go out of bounds, so we'll have a penalty.
Yeah, I think he was trying something there, the way he kicked that. Because that was a total misfire.
So there'll be an illegal procedure penalty against Quincy.
On the kickoff, illegal procedure. Ball out of bounds at the 32-yard line, a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 10 on the 37.
Well, that explains it all, how they handled it.
And the option was to re-kick.
The ball must stay within the playing field, inbounds, until it hits the end zone, or else you have that procedure call.
So the Bulldogs take over on their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Conrad back to pass, rolls out, and gets hit and brought down there by Danilo Lopes.
Danilo Lopes, who is a junior, wearing the number 22 of my former favorite, Kenny Nguyen. Recall me singing his praises for 2 years. So Danilo's got big shoes to fill wearing that number, and he did a nice job on that play. Very solid tackle there, John. And a big loss, by the way.
So, yeah, loss of 8 on that play. 2nd and 18 now for the Bulldogs.
Little delay.
Draw play there, handoff goes to number 3, Anthony LaRose. But he gets brought down pretty quick there by Quincy High School. Looked like coming up to make the initial hit was number 32, Josh Galindo.
Yeah, Galindo really did get a hit. Rose did not like what happened there. He really got popped. And when LaRose, I should say, when he got up, he had something to say about it. But as I said earlier, you could just see in this Canton team, very dispirited group. They're moving slowly. They're getting up and down slowly. And now we're going to get a timeout by Canton. So our long first half is going to continue. The games are being played here on Thursday night at Veterans Stadium because Yom Kippur, the holiday, is tomorrow night. Holiday for the, for Jews across the world, but our Jewish folks here in Quincy. And so there's no games being played in Quincy tomorrow, and they're playing this doubleheader tonight.
Yeah, as you said, it is first game of doubleheader here tonight at the stadium. The second game will be the North Quincy Red Raiders hosting the Tigers of Oliver Ames High School. Oliver Ames and Canton that we're seeing right here, part of the Hockomock League. So we've seen Canton past couple of years taking on Quincy, but we have not seen Oliver Ames in quite some time here in the city of Quincy. So good to see some different teams every once in a while here in the city of Quincy from the different leagues around. And handoff for Canton. Handoff goes to number 18, John Vaughn, but he gets brought down by Quincy. And it looked like it was number 24, Reggie Caesar, on the tackle.
Yeah, Caesar with great penetration. Did a super job. Another big loss. So the Canton offense took the ball at the 37 and just went backwards. They're now looking at a 4th and a boatload from their 25. And I believe they're going to punt away. And back for the Presidents are Harris and Green. You see the clock at the top of the picture. 30 seconds to go.
High punt for Canton, and Quincy's going to let it bounce. It takes a friendly roll for them, and Canton's going to have to jump on it, and they're going to get it down at their 41-yard line.
18 seconds left in the game. We would expect here that the Presidents will take a knee and will end the half. They have the luxury of doing so, given the big lead here. And I see that as Coach Reardon's style. So great first half for the Presidents, John. They've just thoroughly dismantled Canton. Special teams, offense, defense, all performing for the Presidents, resulting in this 35-7 lead.
All right, Quincy's going to run a play, handoff up the middle. And going nowhere was number 2, Ron Newsom.
No, Ron was taking a knee, John. That's all. Actually, a Canton kid took Newsom's knee.
Yes,
that's
certainly
how they did.
did.
So.
All right, well, that'll be the last play of the half. So Quincy High School explodes for 35 points in the first half, and they hold the Canton Bulldogs to 7. So that is our score, 35-7. Nice job by Quincy High School coming out, forcing several turnovers, and 2 of the big turnovers were 2 pick sixes for Quincy High School by Jaquan Harris. And again, 35-7 is our score at the half. Well, Jim and I are going to take a timeout, and we'll be back after the halftime with second half coverage here at the stadium. Well, welcome back, everyone, to Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're at the half. The Quincy Presidents have a 35-7 lead over the Canton Bulldogs. Quincy has been quite impressive. Started off with a opening kickoff, and it was a Canton fumble, and Quincy was able to recover that. Unfortunately, they had a 30-yard field goal blocked, but that was pretty much the only negative thing that Quincy has had happen to them all game. On Quincy's next possession, there was a 42-yard touchdown run on the first play from scrimmage by Reggie Caesar to put Quincy up 7-0 after the extra point. On the ensuing possession by Canton, Jaquan Harris had a pick six, a 39-yard touchdown return, and after the point after, it was 14-0. And then after that, it was another Canton turnover, and Quincy was able to get on the board. Canton put 2 7-points on the board after a 2-yard touchdown run by Anthony LaRose, made the score 14-7. And the next possession, Quincy got right back into the game, though, and there was a 22-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Ryan Schultz to Jalen Green, made the score 21-7. Another Canton turnover, a fumble on the kickoff, and resulted in a 14-yard touchdown pass from Schultz to Derek Stone, put Quincy up 28-7. And again, ensuing possession, another pick six, the second of the game for Jaquan Harris, 35-7, and that's where we stand.
Yeah, really impressive outing for the Presidents here so far, John. Now what you want them to do is keep it clean and, finish what they have started. The worst thing in the world that could happen is that they come out a little relaxed here and can't ding them up for a couple of touchdowns, play gets sloppy or whatever. I'm sure Coach Reardon's talked to the boys about staying focused and working hard. Down on the sidelines, we see Andrew Schaff, a sophomore, warming up a little bit. Might come in at quarterback, might see some time. We'll see.
Derek Stone fields it for Quincy at the 22-yard line and runs across the other side of the field and gets brought down at the 25.
Yeah, Stone trying to turn it upfield, unable to do so. Could not get past the pursuit. And so the Presidents are going to start with decent field position at their 26.
Quincy High School enacting a little revenge on Canton High School for last week's loss at Cohasset. Quincy lost that game 45-7. Both teams coming in with an 0-1 record. As I mentioned, Quincy lost that game to Cohasset, and last week Canton lost to Weston at Weston by a score of 35-7.
The A team is out for the Presidents. The starters are out there. Full house backfield. They're actually looks almost like a wishbone set here. And we'll see what the Presidents do. They're probably looking to grind a little time here and work on some blocking fundamentals and their running game, John.
And they hand the ball off to Ron Newsom, number 2, over to the left side. And he gets hit right at about the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play.
Yeah, you see big number 76 over there for Canton, Chris Walker. He kind of blew things up there, allowed the linebackers to get in, penetrate, and make the tackle. There he is. Here's a shot. A man among boys out there.
Ball spot at the 27-yard line, 2nd and 10. And same wishbone formation, as you mentioned, Jim. Second play in a row here for Quincy. Schultz under center. Hands off to Reggie Caesar over to the right side. Makes a nice cutback up in. And will cross the 30 and up to the 31-yard line goes Caesar.
Caesar doing a terrific job of evading tackles there. He was, again, hit in the backfield. Should have been stopped for a loss. But he kept juking, moving, and was able to stretch out a, call it a hard-earned 3-yard gain. And the Presidents are facing a 3rd and 6 here in this first drive of the second half. That's more reflective of what they've done, which is try to run inside than anything else, I'd say, John.
3rd and 6 from the 31. And off again to Caesar over to the right side, cuts up. And he's going to get stood up at about the 33-yard line. We'll see where they spot the forward progress.
Tell you, Caesar's been able to keep his legs driving, and he's done so. There's 2 reasons for that. One, he's a very determined runner, but 2, The Canton tackles have been high. There's been a lot of arm tackling here. That's a real problem for the Bulldogs. And a guy like Reggie Caesar, who's willing to make that second and third effort, is looking to capitalize on this deficiency by the Bulldogs.
So Quincy will be forced to punt here.
Well, special teams kicking has been a real strength. Great snap. A good quick punt.
And punt will go out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. And that is exactly where it goes out of bounds, at the 48 of Canton High School. And that's where they'll start their drive.
Green got that away quickly, but went off the side of his foot again. He's had a couple of mishits here, a few miscues. He is 5 for 5 on the extra points. He's done a nice job there. And he's had some very nice and deep kickoffs of the President. So, solid outing by Green. Here comes the Canton Bulldogs, John. They're going to have nice field position to start the second half. 47-yard line, and if they have any hope of getting back in this game, this drive has got to be the start of it.
Pitch to the right side over to Vaughn, and he's going to get hit in the backfield. And he has a nice job, just get up to the line of scrimmage, and actually looks like they might give him a gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, a little toss sweep there, and he just did not get outside. Again, the President's quickness, they get out there and they swarm to the ball very well. Going to bring up a 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1. John, even though I'm sure it was very, very bad for me to do, I had one of the most sensational sausages from the little stand here at the north end zone of Veterans Stadium.
See, the Booster Club of Quincy High School and that of North as well, they always do a great job, but that's one of the things, the truck, George and Bill, they love the sausages when the Quincy High School plays because they know they're going to be in the concession stand ready to go. So they set one up to you, and it was good. So I'm sure they're glad to hear that down the truck.
Yes, I'm with them. It's one of the few qualities that I share with those guys in the truck, that I enjoy the sausages here at Veterans Stadium. But those of you who are guests here should consider them, let me tell you.
Well, last play by Canton resulted in a first down. It was a 11-yard gain, so the ball goes up to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is what we're talking about, John. The Presidents did not want to come out flat here and have Canton see any opening. Little fake here. And
Ryan Conrad comes in at quarterback, is going to keep it himself. And is going to be close to a loss of a yard on the play. Well, to see where they spot it. And they're going to say no gain on the play.
Yeah, and that's the type of tackling I'm talking about. You saw Jordan Cardoza get out there and do an excellent job of getting down on the legs of the Canton quarterback. He was out there alone, and he made a very solid tackle of Ryan Conrad.
Second down and 10, ball at the 42. Ryan Conrad again comes in under center. One of the captains of this Bulldog squad. 4 receivers, man next to him in the backfield.
Yeah, they're in a shotgun here, John.
High snap, he's able to bring it down. A great job there by number 2, Ron Newsom. Came in, read that play perfectly, and was able to make the hit even after he got blocked.
Yeah, Newsom. And also in on the play down low, Brian McDonald. If you watch this replay, you're going to see Newsom hit him high, McDonald get him low, and also in on the play was Nick Lepore. Watch this. Great job by the Presidents. Gang tackling. That's what I was talking about earlier, John. The swarming tackling by this President's defense. Very solid. Lepore with the first hit, and then followed closely by Lepore and Brian McDonald. So good stuff by the Presidents. Forces Canton into a 3rd and 13 from the Quincy 45.
There's loss of 3 on that play. Conrad under center this time, looking at the pass. Rolls out to his right side, fires downfield, and it is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 18, John Vaughn, coming out of the backfield. But it'll go incomplete, and Canton looks like they're going to have to bring up the punt team.
Yeah, Jordan Cardoza was out there on the coverage. He felt aggrieved a bit there. He got shoved aside by the receiver, but the ball was not, well, I should say the ball was delivered nicely, but Cardoza had the inside position, and the Canton receiver could not turn in for the ball, so as a result, the pass went incomplete. Presidents take over, or rather, the Presidents hold here. An excellent defensive stand by the President defense. Played very solidly this game, John.
All right, Canton had to call a timeout there. They called a 30-second timeout. It'll be 4th down and 13. Ball is at the Quincy 45-yard line, as you mentioned, Jim, and Canton will be forced to punt. Back for Quincy is number 3, Jaquan Harris. Also looks like it's Jalen Green back there as well, and it's a fake punt. They try and set up a screenplay, and Quincy does not get faked on that one. Coming up to make the tackle is Reggie Caesar, and Quincy holds.
Great job by the Presidents of reacting. They didn't take off, and what Canton was looking to capitalize on was the fact that the players would head downfield, turn their backs on the ball, and lose sight of what was going on. But very alert President defense, reacted well to the fake punt. Stuffed the back when he caught the ball, and the Presidents take over 1st and 10 from the 42.
Caesar goes in motion. Schultz going to keep it himself. Nice quarterback draw up the middle, across the 50, and will pick up the 1st down up to the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Nicely designed play. Again, another nice fake by Schultz, who's looked great back there. He set up in the shotgun, John, and we have a replay here. It looks like the sausages are done in the truck. Nice fake there, and then right up the middle. Well done by Schultz. And so the Presidents, 1st and 10 at the 45. I'm sure the offense had a little talking to there after that first possession. Let's see what they can do here.
Again, Caesar goes in motion, and before the play starts, we have a whistle. And it looks like we're going to have another Canton timeout. We'll see what the call is. And it is. It's a Canton timeout.
Wow.
Head coach Jim Goff called the timeout right before the play was snapped.
John, why don't we talk a bit about who we've got here for crew today?
Yeah, we certainly do have a good crew. We have Grace Busher and Anna El Torre on camera. And down in the truck, we have George Capadona directing, Bill Early on replay, and on graphics, Chris Potter. And also our engineer is Chris Potter, too.
Heard Bill's in charge of sausage distribution as well as replays. He's going to be very busy down there today.
Well, Bill takes his duties seriously, Jim, so you can make sure it's going to get done.
Particularly when it comes to sausage.
Handoff goes to Caesar and finds a hole across the 40, across the 30 to the 20. Nice cutback to get 3 more yards, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown.
Wow. His second 40-plus yard run. This one a 45-yarder, and I hope that we have the replay here. You've got to see Caesar just free up with a little juke step.
And it looks like they might have said the step out of bounds.
All right, let's watch the replay. Watch this little juke step where he jumps over the tackle to get outside. There it is. Great job by Caesar. And you're going to see when he gets down, actually, we got a flag on the play.
It was a late holding call, so there'll be no touchdown. So unfortunately for Caesar, as you said, that nice cutback that he made to extend that play will be for naught. And it looks like the hold came at the 10-yard line, so it'll bring the Presidents back to 20. However, it is still a 1st down.
So they must have put him out of bounds at the 10. That means a 35-yard run by Caesar. He's had a couple of big ones here. He's well over 100 yards for the day. Very impressive home opener for Reggie Caesar.
First and 10 for the Presidents at the 20-yard line of Canton. And they're going to give it to Green over to the right side, excuse me, to the left side, and cuts back up to the right. Gets a gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, Jalen Green trying to get outside. You can see that he's got some moves. If he gets a head of steam going, he could be very dangerous out there. Where this quarter has moved along at a more steady pace, John, more prototypical of high school football, been mostly running, and we're ticking down at about 2:30.
Presidents have kept the ball on the ground to allow that clock to tick down with a big lead. Second and 7 from the 17. Schultz in the shotgun. Again, they send Caesar in motion before the snap. Schultz going to keep himself up the middle. Crosses the 10. And big hit there.
Wow.
Schultz does not go down. Takes another tackle to bring him down. Looked like number 53, Daquan Pentavares for Canton. Laid a licking on Schultz, but he did not go down.
Yeah, here comes the replay, and great read by Schultz. He sees that opening there and takes off. Great acceleration. Now watch as he gets stood up. See, there again, it's an arm tackling situation. No one's down on his legs. And there's the big hit by number 53, who came in late and kind of cleaned up the pile. So it's going to be first and goal for the Presidents from the 6-yard line.
All right, they're going to go with their own formation, and in for the touchdown goes Rod Newsom. It was their own Wildcat formation, if you will, and Newsom takes it in for the 6-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, nice job. A direct snap to Newsom, as you said, John, the Wildcat approach. He just took the ball. Watch the replay here. There's nothing terribly complicated here. The Presidents, like Canton early on in the game, exploring a weakness in the middle of the line. And Newsom right up the middle into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Presidents add 6 more to their big lead here. More importantly, they've had the ball for a good period of time here this third quarter. We're down to 1:25 to go in the third quarter. The Presidents have stretched out their lead to 42-7. Having a little problem with the scoreboard there.
Giving a few more points than they deserve, but as you said, 42-7 is our score with 1:25 left to go here in the third quarter.
Well done in our truck. They got it right. Who's on graphics, John?
I believe Chris Potter's on graphics.
Right.
They can correct me in the truck if I'm wrong. Oh, Bill's on graphics. Excuse me, Bill has switched over.
All right.
Bill's doing double duty down there tonight, Jim, running replay and graphics.
We are going to have grease-smeared keyboards now in the truck. Have to get the lemon pledge out.
While we have this quick moment, we want to remind all of our viewers, log on to Quincy Access TV's website at www.qatv.org for a program schedule of when all the high school football action will be aired on QATV Channel 8. Again, the website is qatv.org. Kickoff's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line by Canton. And he'll get all the way up to about the 30-yard line where he was knocked out of bounds. Nice return. And that's what Canton will start this drive.
Yeah, that kick was fielded cleanly. Terrific special teams play continues for the Presidents, Sean. They had that one all snuffed out. They kicked the ball down their left side of the field, Canton's right. That's where the coverage was. And the deep back had nowhere to go there. So great job by the Presidents. They continue to be solid after a little bit of a letdown on their first possession out of the locker room. They came out, they had the ball first, and they did nothing. It was a 3-and-out.
Quincy gets a man on late, and they only had 10 men on the field. They do get the 11th man on, and Canton does a great job running to the opposite side of where the man came on the field, and they're going to pick up a first down.
Yeah, we got a lot of boys down on the sidelines kind of getting stretched out, warming up, doing a few things. We may see some new faces in here as we start the fourth quarter. The North Quincy Red Raiders have arrived here for their game, and the squad from Oliver Ames has just arrived as well. They're showing up with their orange helmets. Gotta get a shot of those. They're from Easton.
That's correct.
Sports town.
Yep, it is.
Not a bad place to live, I hear.
Our option play, and Canton's going to take it, and nice job by the running back. Takes a couple men to get him down. He's going to get up to the 45-yard line. Yeah, the Oliver Ames Tigers, they had a couple of championships last year. I believe the girls basketball team won a championship, and there's another one as well. I forget the other championship they've won. But baseball team did very good last year. They went undefeated into the playoffs, but lost in the playoffs.
Yeah, they have good, very solid youth sports programs, and that's where the kids get launched, you know. And Easton's always been a great place to go for. Got a timeout called by Quincy.
I believe that's end of the quarter, Jim.
I beg your pardon. Someone's paid attention. I'm going on about Easton Youth Sports. Easton is home to the Caleri clan here, or at least John and his lovely bride. And we're hopeful to get you back here. You wanted to get away from salt air for a little while, right? Yeah, salt air and sausages.
Well, I don't miss the sausages here at the stadium, that's for sure.
There you go. There you go. Not a bad third quarter for the Presidents. Very solid defensively, solid special teams, and they were 1 for 2 on their possessions offensively. The offense, a little balky coming out of the locker room, and this is a team that cannot afford to do that, really. In today's game, they have the luxury of not being concerned over every possession, but they recoup nicely when they get the ball back in the third quarter. They put together a very long drive, highlighted by the, 35-yard run by Reggie Caesar, and then another nice quarterback draw by Ryan Schultz. So, good job by the Presidents to get in the end zone. They scored 7 points in the third quarter, held Canton scoreless. We're looking at 42-7 Quincy as we start the fourth quarter, John.
And of course to Anthony LaRose. Second down and 7 to start this quarter. And LaRose is going to push his way up forward to about the 49-yard line. And it'll bring up now a 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs.
Trying to remember, there was a team in the old AFC East, and I think it was the Buffalo Bills for some reason. But at the request of their quarterback, they painted their helmets. I think the Bills' helmets might have been white, and he complained that he couldn't see his guys in the middle of the field when they played because the helmets would get subsumed kind of within the uniform whites as well. Well, there's going to be no missing the Oliver Ames kids tonight.
Hand off over to the right side for Canton. They'll pick up a 1st down. They cross the 45 and over to about the 43-yard line goes John Vaughn for the 1st down. The color of the Tigers' helmets is almost that the orange of the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers color when they first came into existence. I don't know if we're going to they're walking right in front of Anna's camera. Maybe we can get a shot momentarily to see what they look like exactly.
Yeah, if Anna can hear us, if she could. Oh, yeah, they're right in front of her. Here they come. There they are. And it's a very impressive orange glow emanating from the helmets as they march in single file.
All right, 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball spot at the 43. Oliver Ames will be able to do a little scouting of the Canton Bulldogs, the league opponent. And great job there by Quincy coming up to make the tackle. Looks like it was number 38 for Quincy, Phil Trong, to make the tackle on the quarterback, Ryan Conrad. He held on to him and brought him down.
Both teams sticking to the ground here, John, which is somewhat merciful in that the clock keeps running. I'm not sure. I see a lot of new numbers out there. We're going to have to start talking about some of these new faces, some of whom may end up contributing this year. Some of them may be the stars of tomorrow, but they're out there tonight getting a little look for Coach Reardon. We'll try to get as many names for you as play goes on.
Second down and 6, and pass is incomplete. Nick Clayton, number 70, got nice pressure for the Presidents coming in to force the bad pass from Conrad.
Yeah, and out there on the coverage was John McNulty, a senior. He was the defensive back who was wide out to the right for the Presidents.
So third down and 6 now for Canton. Ball at the 39-yard line.
Calling signals for the defense now coming in for the Presidents. Nick Daniels, a senior.
High formation for Canton. Conrad again remains under center. He's going to pitch it to his right over to Vaughn. Vaughn over to the right side, trying to get outside, cuts back up in, crosses the 30, and up to the 25-yard line. So a nice run by John Vaughn, the running back for Canton High School, and it'll be a first down at Canton.
Great tackle by Peter Cedrone, a sophomore who made the hit. Josh Bergen, a junior, was the guy who turned him up inside. Cedrone on the pursuit made the tackle. So good job by some of the new names seeing some playing time here for the Presidents. Canton on the march here. They're inside the President 30 at about the 26. First down and 10, John.
7:45 left to go here in the ball game. Conrad hands it off the middle to LaRose. Yeah, he's going to fight his way up the middle inside the 20-yard line. Up to the 16 goes Anthony LaRose for the Canton Bulldogs. Another first down.
Yeah, and in on the tackle, Bergen again. Talked about him earlier. He's very active out there. He just made a nice tackle over on the left sideline. Now he's over there on the right side making a tackle. Josh Bergen, a very active linebacker. He's a junior, and he's doing a terrific job out there. Now he's heading out. He's going to cover the slot man.
First and 10, ball to 16. Conrad drop play, hands it off to LaRose up the middle again.
Ball.
And he gets brought down there by number 35. And you've talked about Nick Daniels.
Yeah, a little delay there. Great call by Canton. And they're picking apart this second team defense here nicely. They've made some nice calls. This is the Canton A team, their first squad. And they're moving the ball successfully. Let's see if the President defense can't stiffen a bit here as they're inside their 10.
Second down and 1, hand it off to Vaughn. And he's going to get inside the 5-yard line to bring up a first and goal. And he gets all the way down to, it looks like, the 2-yard line.
Yeah, there's a young man out there, number 4, who we do not have him on our roster here, which is unfortunate. Breeze has picked up a little bit, John. It's a swirling breeze here. Not going to have any real effect in this game, given the way things are going, where we expect both teams will be running the ball in the final quarter, but could be a factor for the second game when the Red Raiders and Oliver Ames square off.
Hand off to Vaughn over the right side, and he'll go in for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run by one of the captains, John Vaughn, for the Bulldogs.
5:33 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, that's not a terribly big deal from the President's perspective. Coach Reardon wants to get some guys out there, give them some experience so they know what you're talking about at practice and why they have to do things a certain way. That time, Vaughn went over the right side, had a big opening, punched it right in. And so Canton, they're going to get that extra point through. It looks like they will, and it's 42-14. Sounds a little more respectable. When you get to double digits, John, that helps take the hurt away.
So a nice drive there by the Bulldogs. Started at their own 30-yard line, so a 70-yard drive, and they punch it in again. John Vaughn, a 2-yard touchdown run, and the scores now, as you said, 42-14. Presidents lead this ball game. The conditions here, Jim, as you mentioned, it is pretty windy here, or breezy, you should say. 14 miles per hour wind out of the south-southwest, and we are expecting some weather later on tonight. Approximately 10:30, 11 o'clock is the estimate when the rain might get here. Temperature at kickoff was 70 degrees, and it's gone down to 63 degrees now, too. So you can feel a little bit of a difference in the air with the breeze and the temperature going down as well.
Yeah, it's so interesting how quickly things change after Labor Day. We're really only our second week out after Labor Day and Labor Day weekend, and you know, it gets darker earlier. You've got all the school activities, which really changes the whole mood in a home. Everybody's up early and moving, and a lot of yellow buses across the city, so it's all good stuff.
Taken by number 3, Jaquan Harris.
Jaquan Harris going to take it, and he has some space over to the left side. And great run back there by Jaquan Harris. Gets up to the 45-yard line after fielding it at about his own 20.
Yeah, you're right about that, John. He had a terrific run there. He picked up some nice blocks, found a seam, accelerated through it, gets the ball out to the 45, where it'll be 1st and 10 Presidents. And we're going to get our first look at Andrew Schaff. Andrew is a 5'9", 180-pound sophomore, and we can expect that Andrew is the man of the future for the Presidents. Tell you what, very impressed by the outing Ryan Schultz had, John. He did a great job. He showed some great leadership. Really threw the ball very, very accurately in the first quarter when the game was still on the line. We didn't know what the outcome was going to be. Ryan had a couple of really super passes, including the one for a touchdown to Derek Stone, where he hit him right on the numbers and he was tightly covered. So a nice outing by Ryan Schultz. Now we're going to see what the sophomore, Andrew Schaff, can do.
Schultz had a 22-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Green, and he also, as you mentioned, the 14-yard touchdown pass to Derek Stone. On the drive, when the touchdown pass went to Jalen Green, there was also a 23-yard touchdown pass to the tight end Nick Lepore that got a first down for the Presidents. It kept that drive alive, and that was a key play as well. But as you said, quarterback captain Ryan Schultz for Quincy High School had a fantastic game here tonight at the stadium. 2 touchdown passes and a couple of great plays as well. And he's going to get the rest of the game off here. As you said, as you see number 12, Andrew Schaff, come in for Quincy. So first down and 10 for the Presidents. Ball at their own 45-yard line. 5:06 left to go in the ball game. Canton had called a timeout just previous to the snap before. So Quincy will come out. And we're going to be a false start on Quincy.
Yeah, Alex Arabian in there, a little eager to get going and fire off on his block. One of
False
the new
start.
faces.
Offense remains first down.
He's a junior, and as soon as he got up and moving, he was banging his helmet. He realized what he had done. But Alex, you don't worry about guys who are eager like that. He's looking to get in there and start hitting people, and you like to see that in your tackle. So just sit still till the snap, Alex.
So first and 15 from the 40 now. Man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to Skifo Campbell.
Number 10, Skifo Campbell on the carry.
Yeah, Skifo Campbell could not turn it up the field, resulting in a loss on the play. And it's going to bring up a second and quite a boatload here. What do we got, 17?
Presidents come to the line. Wide receiver to the far right is number 85, John McNulty. Campbell goes in motion.
Yeah, I think there was an illegal procedure there. Because of the fact we have some guys who, A, aren't used to being out there, and B, aren't used to being out there together, we're getting some balky false starts.
Number 10 on the blue. 5-yard penalty. He's got 10.
There you go. We're back to the
Bill Early whistle.
Yeah. I'm sure Bill's getting even for my remarks about the greasy keyboards in the truck, but doesn't make them any less accurate, Bill.
So another 5-yard penalty against the Presidents. Second down and about 22.
Yeah, the Presidents are close to having to be concerned about field position here. They're back inside their 35. So.
And we're going to have another penalty. We had 2 men in motion. And they did not blow the play dead, though, surprisingly.
That was number 48, Peter Cedrone on the carry.
Peter Cedrone, number 48, was the man carrying the ball.
They have 2 men in motion for sure.
Illegal
shift.
There you go.
Declined.
You ready for the whistle?
Third down.
All right, so the penalty was declined, actually. So it'll be third
Thank
down.
you.
Third and 17. Florida Presidents.
So under 3 minutes now to go in the ball game. Now you can see Presidents leading easily here, 42-14. Clock continues to tick down.
Well, like what we see tonight, John, from the Presidents, I'm not sure about their depth. We didn't get a good look at what I would call a team with great depth. They have some nice skill players. They're executing very well tonight, and we like that. You and I, as we traditionally do, and after watching both teams once, Schaff trying to get outside and could not. He gets ripped down, but he smartly stayed in bounds. Good decision by Andrew there. He kept it in bounds to keep the clock running, which was a nice play by him, very alert. John and I have a little tradition that after we see North play once and Quincy play once, we make our Thanksgiving Day predictions. So we'll be doing that. I'd like to do it after this game rather than watching the second game of our doubleheader and see what we think. We analyze things. But I'll say that we saw some nice things from Quincy tonight. They executed very well prior to this most recent possession here, where they were a little balky and a lot of false starts and penalties. But the first team looked good. They were crisp. They capitalized on turnovers by Canton. And a lot of good things to look at from the President's perspective.
All right, Quincy punts and takes a Canton bounce. Jalen Green kicked it and took a 10-yard bounce backwards towards Quincy. And they're going to down it, let's see, at the 45, actually 46-yard line.
Jalen, the kicker for the Presidents, and not as effective tonight punting as he has been place kicking. That's in part because he had a spectacular night place kicking. He had some great kickoffs, 5 for 5 on the extra points. I should say 6 for 6. They got a 6 touchdown here. Canton would sorely love to get more points on the board here just for respectability purposes, and I'm sure that Coach Goff is thinking to himself, it wouldn't be bad if we could have one more nice drive before we head west.
So 1:12 left to go in the ball game.
One of my favorite spots in the summer, we traveled through Canton to the border of Sharon of Crescent Ridge Dairy Farm. Are you familiar with that?
I am not.
John? It's not too far from Easton. You could make it there. It's on Bay Road in Sharon.
Bay Road's a great area. Actually, I know exactly what you're talking about
Do
now.
ya?
Yeah, I know
Okay,
exactly what
there
you're
you
talking
go.
about. Yep.
Oh.
As soon as you said Bay Road, I knew what you were talking about. Bay Road is a very nice area to travel.
Yes, yeah.
And on down the field, a very nice play there by Quincy High School. Number 64 for Quincy High School coming up on the tackle. And unfortunately, there's no 64 on our roster.
And 9 for the Bulldogs.
Calling signals now for the Presidents. The defensive captain in the middle of the field, Peter Cedrone, a sophomore, young guy, doing a nice job out there the last time he was in when he had an opportunity. Well, back to Bay Road. Crescent Ridge is a great dairy farm. They have probably the best ice cream in this area, and I know because I've tested most of it. So
Yeah, Bay Road is a very nice road. Goes Actually, Bay Road starts in Taunton as Bay Street and goes all the way up into Canton, changing to Bay Road. I forget where exactly changeover.
Cobb's
I think
Corner.
Yeah,
it ends in Cobb's Corner.
So,
Yeah.
and the changeover from street to road, I think, is in Canton at the Five Corners here in Canton, but excuse me, in Easton. But yeah, nice road, nice drive. If anyone from Quincy's looking to go a little bit south for the day, runs parallel to Route 138 as well. Another nice road every once in a while.
I'm not talking about the scenic vistas. I'm talking about the mocha chip and hot fudge. Here's the final play of the game.
Handoff goes over to the right side, and big
no.
tackle there. Again, number 64 for Quincy makes the big hit and brings him down. So nice job there by Quincy High School. And final score here at the stadium, 42-14. Quincy High School pretty much dominated this ball game from the get-go. On the opening kickoff, Quincy kicking off to Canton. Canton fumbled, went off the pads of the receiver, and Quincy was able to recover it. And from there, Quincy took over. Their initial scoring opportunity was a field goal. It was blocked, but Quincy came right back and blocked the Canton punt on the next drive. And Reggie Caesar got the scoring started for Quincy, a 42-yard touchdown run for Quincy High School. And that started the drive there and the scoring. Jaquan Harris had 2 interceptions returned for touchdowns in the ball game. And also Ryan Schultz had 2 touchdown passes, one to Jalen Green, one to Derek Stone. And we should also mention Reggie Caesar had a touchdown run called back after a holding penalty. Ron Newsom punched it in for a 6-yard touchdown run for the final score of the ball game. Again, 42-14, the final score here at the stadium.
Yeah, and what we saw that we liked was a solid first half for the Presidents. Capitalized on turnovers, didn't make any mistakes themselves. They played great defense, great special teams, and the offense was very solid, highlighted by some spectacular runs by Reggie Caesar, great leadership by quarterback Ryan Schultz. And then they came out in the second half, John, with a 35-7 lead and just did a terrific job of staying focused and executing. Good job by Coach Reardon in the locker room at halftime, you could tell, because normally you're concerned that the boys will come out flat or a little lethargic. They did not. They did their job. They closed out the deal here today. And just a great win for the Presidents. Solid victory. They're back to 1-1, back to 500. And they'll be hosting here the friendly confines of Veterans Stadium, Plymouth South, next week.
Quincy High School has a couple of winnable games coming up, Plymouth South and Randolph. So Quincy High School has some good games, and then they have a tough game on their 4th game of the 4-game homestand against the Duxbury Dragons, a perennial powerhouse here in Eastern Massachusetts and especially in the Patriot League. Well, we want to thank all of our crew here today to help make this game possible. On camera was Grace Busher and also Anna El Torre. Down on the truck was George Capadonna, Bill Early, and Chris Potter, and our executive producer today, Elizabeth Campbell. So one final time here at the stadium, 42-14. The Presidents get their first win of the year. Next week, they'll be hosting Plymouth South here at the stadium, and QATV will be here for coverage. So for Jim Timmons, my name is Jonathan Caleri. We want to thank you for watching this edition of QATV Sports. Thanks for watching.